Welcome back to my channel. Midnight Muses here, and it is my favorite time of the month. Actually, my extra favorite time of every third month, where I get my Boxyluxe. This time around, as usual, I did my thing where I opened it just so I could read ingredients on everything. Just to make sure that I can use it without getting irritation. I did try two of the products beforehand because one is a face wash and the other is a dry shampoo, just to let you know my thoughts and opinions on them as best I can. Like, it's one use, so it's not like a real review, just to let you know like my initial impression of it. But as I have extremely reactive skin, I can usually do a really good first impression of like skincares and stuff, because it's like, oh, I don't have hives? Good. Which this one, as you can see, no hives, so good. It's well, before I get into that, it is the BoxyCharm Getaway, which is really cool. This got completely mangled from being in here. Like, the box itself is in perfect condition. Like, it just is, there's so much packed in here that it mangled it. And it has US prices on this, so as usual, I'm not going to read the prices, because being in Canada, that is meaningless to me, because you have to do exchange. Sometimes they do far more than exchange. You gotta do shipping, whatever. So first thing in here that I tried already is the Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast, which is this guy here. Also, heads up, I did just get a brand new camera. I got a brand new phone. I got the Pixel, which already has a far better camera than my old phone did. And it was a free upgrade, and my bill is cheaper, so I'm happy about that. But still kind of testing it out and seeing like how it goes. So if this video is a little bit different than usual, the quality is a little bit different, please let me know in the comments, because I haven't quite figured out the settings, because I'm so used to having a Samsung. Like, I've basically went from Samsung to a other Android back to a Samsung, so I've never had a Google phone before, so still learning. Anyways, back to this. This I actually was really surprised at how much I like it, and here's why. I have, you know, curly, messy hair, as you can see. Generally, I don't like dry shampoos, because having curly hair, you're supposed to brush it out, and then it's like, oh great, now I just have the frizziest hair ever, which is the problem I have with my current one. Which, yeah, it works great at getting out the oils, but literally I have to straighten my hair for it to do it, for me to actually use it. What I found when I used this is that it almost seemed to wet my hair a little bit, which was really cool. And I mean, I have it like pulled back in a hair tie right now, and it actually literally feels like I came out the shower. Like, it feels that good. It smelled really good, but it did dampen it. And like, as you can see, like, I don't have like crazy frizz or anything, and I really feel like if I had my hair down, like, my hair is just a mess today, which is why it's up, but if I feel like if I had my hair down, put this in my hair and just did a shake, that it would be totally fine. And I will do that on a different day. I have like some hair goal planning things that I'm doing this week, so I'll come back at you with that and let you know how it works on a curly hair day, when I don't have it pulled up. But really impressed with this. I've actually never had a dry shampoo that I've actually liked, so this is the first. Quite happy with that. I'm gonna put it up there. Other item that I already used is the Dr. Brandt Clean Biotic pH Balanced Yogurt Cleanser with Chlorophyll. And it says Biotic Balancing Complex. It's like weirdly dirty for some reason. I don't know why. I don't care. It was still sealed when I got it. And there we go. Sorry, sometimes it's hard with the ring light to try and get it to focus. Come back and find me. There we go. This was great too. It was a little bit weird. Like, it doesn't really suds up or anything. And when I first was washing it off, like, it felt like I wasn't like washing it off. Like, I felt like I had to like keep going, because I was feeling like this weird film. But then when I dried my skin, it just felt beautiful. Like, it didn't feel tight. I couldn't feel that film feeling anymore. It did really just feel like fresh and good. So I do really like that. I'm almost wondering if maybe it might be something that I would probably like better in the colder months, now that we're into summer and my skin is getting a lot oilier. Might not be the best for me right now, but I do like how my skin feels at the moment a lot. I have a tiny bit of redness, but that's normal. I'm a little bit red in those places, so we'll see. I'm gonna keep using it, like, because I have been using the Glam and Glow that I got in one of my last box charms, but I will switch out for this for the next straight week or two, just to see like how my skin reacts to it over time, so I can come back and say, okay, this is actually how this is working for me. Third item that I got in here, I did not try this out yet, just because I got a blow dryer and I got dry shampoo, and I'm not going to use dry shampoo on a day that I use a blow dryer. And as I said, I got some hair stuff that I'm planning this week, so when I do that, I will use this. But it's so cute. It's this small little purple travel blow dryer. It comes in a bag, and what I also really love, which I've never seen with a mini blow dryer before, is that it actually comes with the attachments. It has the one for the curly hair, which is the one that I generally use, and then it has one if you are trying to make your hair sleek when you blow dry it. So I'm really excited for that, and it has a decently long cord on it as well. So I'm like super excited to try this item, especially since in the summertime I do like to go and, you know, spend a few days at a friend's house or go visit and whatnot. So it's nice to have a travel size hair tool that I can take with me. All right, time to, oh, there's one more skincare item. I did not try this today, just because it is a beautiful summer day outside. It's super hot, and I know I'm going to be going back outside and doing more exercising again later. And this does specifically say that it is a night serum, which generally means that it's not something that should be used with daylight, because you might be able, because some things don't mix, and I'm extremely prone to hyperpigmentation. So if this has night serum, I'm not using this during the day at all, just because I don't want to get any more spots. It is cruelty free, which, as you know, for me is a huge deal. Actually, I didn't check if these got bunnies on them. That's my one thing. Like, if it gets sent to me, like, I will use it, but I just won't purchase anything that's not cruelty free. But probably should have done that from before. I don't even know where it would say it on these. I don't know. I'll look into that later. But this is from Pharmacy, and I actually didn't know Pharmacy was a cruelty-free brand. And it's called the Honeymoon Glow AHA Resurfacing Night Serum with hydrating honey and gentle flower acids. Did read the ingredients. Come on. There we go. Yeah, and I did read all the ingredients on this, so I definitely can use it. So I will be adding it to my night routine. I'll just switch it out for my retinol serum that I have right now, and again after a few weeks I'll come back, or actually maybe what I'll do is when I get my next Boxyluxe next month, because that'll give me a fair chance to actually try the products, then I'll come back and let you know how they worked, and we'll go from there. All right, now we can get into the makeup, because oh no, don't lose my mirror. This box is so big, it's kind of a little bit cumbersome, and I've got a little, like, my little station kind of set up. I've got my mirror kind of planted down here. All right, so this is, we're going to try first. It's called the No Problem Prime Essence, which is, can you see it? Is it doing anything? I can't tell. All right, now I do have the, like, original No Problem primer, which I love a lot, so I'm really looking forward to trying out this guy and seeing how this is. My skin is already primed. After I did my cleanser, I did tone and moisturize, so I'm ready for some primer. Oh, it's got a cool, like, do you see that little guy? It's I have an eye cream that's like that, so that's awesome. Oh, okay, this is like pure liquid. All right, it literally feels like water, which I guess I should have gotten that from the fact that it's called Essence, and essences are usually basically like vitamin filled water, but it does say No Problem, so I'm hoping that it does still do something for my pore situation. Well, it made my skin look really red, but that's honestly just because I'm touching it, and especially in the summertime when it's hot, my rosacea really does act up, and it's just because of the heat, right? Because rosacea is really only calmed by cool, so by not being stressed out and being in cool weather. So now that it's warm, it's like, oh, we'll just be red all the time. So that is that. It feels, I think I might actually like the feeling of this better than the original one. The original one has much more of like a silicone-y feel. I don't know. I'm not really seeing like much pore filling. Like, it is a little bit. Like, my cheeks look a little bit better, but I don't know, my forehead still looks essentially like it always does, but, you know, you can't expect magic. So I'm just going to go in with some of my CoverGirl foundation. I actually got a brand new one today that is in the palest shade. So I am really hoping that this matches at least well enough to get by. So we'll see. And I actually managed to find one from Walmart that hadn't already been opened. I think it's because they'd probably just put them on the shelf. So, oh yeah, that works. I really, really need to thank Raw Beauty Christie if I ever am lucky enough to meet her one day for introducing me to this foundation, because it is truly magic, because it's not full coverage, but yet your skin is like completely evened out. It doesn't feel like you're wearing makeup. It doesn't get cakey. It works on my skin whether I have a lot of dry patches or if my skin is being oily. Like, it's such a kind of, I don't know, it's amazing. And for me, what I find with it is that it's very much like the Too Faced Born This Way, except it has a little bit more of a dewy finish. Like, you can see all like the glow there. And of course it's like way less than half the cost. It's like a third of the price, I think. It's so cheap. It doesn't smell great, but whatever. And, you know, CoverGirl is gone cruelty free now, so that's like a major A+. And also it's, I don't know, it's in my price range. I can afford this. I still love my Too Faced, don't get me wrong, really love my Too Faced, but it's something that's like, you know, $55 for a foundation is like, ouch. Okay, I'm gonna just pull the last 3 items out of here so I can move this giant box out of the way, just to make it a little bit easier to do my other stuff. I'm just gonna throw on a little bit of my classic ColourPop concealer. I've been doing less than usual lately, like just a little bit for my eye primer, and then just a little bit where my darkest circles are. In the summertime, I really like to go very, very light with my coverage, just because I like having a very natural kind of sun-kissed looking face. I do go extremely heavy-handed with my bronzer in the summer, but I try to keep my face looking like relatively natural. And even though I go heavy-handed with bronzer, because I'm using like usually either a tinted moisturizer or, as I said, a very lightweight foundation, and I don't use a lot of it, and I really blend it out, or I'll mix it with something to make it even more kind of light coverage. And it's so funny because my friend laughs at me for it. She's like, why would you ever want light coverage? And I was like, I don't know, I don't like having cake face. I've never liked having cake face. Even when I had like a lot of acne that I really wanted to cover up, I didn't like having cake face. Also, I'm just using the Pretty Vulgar mattifying translucent powder, because again, it's summer, it's hot, my skin needs to be mattified, especially around my nose and under my eyes, because otherwise things get a little on the dicey side. And I know that lately I've been skipping this part. I'm keeping it in just because my routine is a lot quicker, and I've got a whole face palette to use, so I figured why not just jump in with it. So I got the Tarteist Pro Glow 3 Cheek Palette, and it says Glow Level Extreme. So hopefully that means that I'll have a highlight that's actually really glowy. Alrighty, let's open you up. Ooh, you're pretty. Again, I'm pretty sure I got the one for medium skin tone. I swear to God, it doesn't matter how many times I do that BoxyCharm test. I can put in that I have fair to light skin constantly, and yet I get either medium or dark. This looks a lot fairer on camera. Trust me, it is not that fair. I can definitely use the bronzer, and I can definitely use the blush, but these highlights are going to be way too dark for me, so I'll probably use my Ultra highlight, and hopefully when the time summer comes in and I do get more of a tan, then I can use that highlight, because I'm looking at it right now, and it's going to be a dark cast for sure. Like, there's no getting around that. But it does look like a really pretty bronzer. More of a pinky blush than I usually go for, but, you know, whatever. So let's see Alright. Come on. Come on. There we go. Not the most pigmented, but it's buildable, so that's fine. There's also a matte bronzer and an extremely sparkly bronzer, and I'm not quite sure what the point of having a sparkly bronzer is. I've never really been interested in that before. I know that Physicians Formula tends to do sparkly bronzers, and I've never understood that either. I only ever used the Murmuru butter one, which I'm totally allergic to, but it was a matte bronzer. I mean, it's nice. Like, it feels nice. It smells really good. But I find Tarte products, they're kind of like Too Faced. No one ever talks about that, but Tarte products are very much like Too Faced in that they always have a smell. Not quite like the overpowering scent of Too Faced palettes, which I actually don't like. But these always have, I don't know, almost like a kind of chocolatey smell. I'll try a little bit of the shimmery bronzer on, like, my cheek area just to see, and, like, up here to see if it does, like, add anything to the glow. And then I'm going to use the more peachy, well, it looks really different on camera. Like, this is such a dark palette in person. But you know what? It is very, very lightly pigmented, so maybe I'll get away with it. Maybe I will try the highlighter just to see how it works, if I can get away with it, because if it is this lightly pigmented, one, I'm probably going to want to add to the highlighter anyway, but two, I may not get the dark cast, so let me give it a go. I'm going to go in with this guy here. You can't even tell the difference on there at all, I swear, but this one's extremely pink and this one's more champagne, which is what I prefer, so I'm going to go in with that guy. Do you see anything? Oh, there we go. You say, like, I'm not even tapping off. Okay, there we go. Yeah. It's alright. It isn't giving a dark cast, so I'll keep it on, but it is very much a lot more, like, very, 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 very natural, and I am not into natural at all. I feel like it's a good, like, wedding highlight, you know, where you really just want to have that, like, glow from within look. And I mean, I am planning on getting married next year, so maybe I'll hold on to this for that. Because I do like it. Oh, for that. Okay, so I will pause now, though, for a minute, if I can stop dropping things, and just throw on a quick little bit of eyeshadow. And because I have a setting spray and a lip gloss next, so I'll just come back in and show you that stuff. All right, bye. Okay, and we are back. I don't know why I said goodbye before. I'm sorry about that. Did a very natural brow today, but I actually kind of really like it. I think I might do this again. Anyways, so second to last, I have the Kristen Dominique lip gloss, and I have it in the shade Peach Tea. Let's open. Just gonna straight up rip this. Oh yeah, it looks like this. Oh, that's backwards. It looks like this. You gonna focus? Kind of focus? A little bit of focus. I don't know. Maybe it's just too metallic to focus. I don't know. So let me get this guy out of here. Ooh, it's pretty. So that's like this. And as we all know, I've been weird and actually wearing lip glosses lately. So let me throw this on. Sorry if you can't see me. I am trying to... That smells really good. It's weird. I don't like... It's something that I know that I wouldn't like to eat, but I like the smell of. Kind of like a creme brulee. It's really good. Oh my gosh, that feels really nice. It feels like a super, super moisturizing balm. It doesn't have a lot of color, which is a little bit of a drawback for me, because as I say, and as anyone who watches me knows, I have like zero pigment to my lips, so this is a little bit too pale for me because it's not really showing off quite enough. But I think I would really like it if I just like put like a slightly like darker lip liner and filled in my whole lip and then did this. I'd probably be really A+, because it feels really, really, really lovely. I'm quite happy to have that. I know I've become this weird girl where it's like, it's summertime, I want to wear lip gloss and light makeup. And I mean, I've been going super colorful with my eyes, like non-stop colorful eyes, but like everything else I want to have like very natural and fresh looking. It's, you know, we all change all the time. Anyways, the final product to try today is Truffle Therapy Aqua Illuminat Viso, Truffle Therapy Illuminating Skin Refresh Mist. I don't know why I was trying to read it in another language. And that's this guy here. And it just says to shake it and then spray it, which is what I'm going to do. Though I'm not gonna lie, I definitely did actually try this a little bit earlier with my mom when I was opening it and reading ingredients. And I was reading the ingredients in front of her and she's like, oh my gosh, I love the ingredients in this. That sounds amazing. There's a lot of really good stuff in here. I'm not gonna list it all off. This video is long enough. I do try to keep my BoxyCharm, any of my unboxing videos kind of as like low down as possible and not do like a 40-minute runoff. I am doing good. We're just at 21, and this is a Boxyluxe, which is a much larger box than usual, and I didn't even pause to put on my foundation, just to do eyeshadow and brows, so that's good. I'm doing good. I keep getting better. Anyways, as I said, let me know about how you found the quality of this video in the comments below. If you like what you see here, please hit like. If you want to see more of what I'm about, I do a makeup video at the beginning of the week, and then I usually do a mental health inspired video at the end of the week. So it's usually 2 videos a week. One comes out either Monday or Tuesday. The other one is usually Thursday or Friday. Some days I do a lot of videos. Sometimes I do less videos. Last week I did 4 videos because right now I'm working on going back to work. I actually do have a decent update for that. So I may actually be updating, there may actually be another extra video this week. Because I'll probably talk about that tomorrow. That, or if there is no other update, I'll still tape it tomorrow, but then I might just upload it on Thursday. Whatever. Anyways, thank you as always so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and I will see you later in the week with, I think we're at part 4 of my going back to work series. All right, bye.